Yo YouTube, and welcome back to the channel for some more coaching subscribers. As we're on the journey to Black Ops 6, we're going to be breaking down this gameplay. It's going to be from a gold lobby, gold hardpoint lobby. So let's break it down and see exactly what I think the subscriber did well and things I think they could have done slightly better in. So starting off in this position, he's actually in a 4-stack, which is really interesting because it means they should have a lot more team communication and overall just be really good with their pushes. So I'm not expecting anything insane. You know, it's a gold lobby, so I'm going to try to not be too critical. However, I do want to see some team pushes because I think it's a very, very important thing when you're playing as a 4-stack compared to solo queue. So he's going to go across. Right now his teammates are on his left. So in this scenario, it's quite obvious that his teammates, his opponents are going to be on this right hand side. If we look at the mini-map, we have 3 people there. So what I would do now is I'd wait for this guy to push in, wait for him to go as well, and go set up kind of a bit of a pinch, right? But one thing that I am also a little bit cautious of, if we back away slightly, is this right hand side. There could be somebody coming slightly late approaching this bridge area, so again, something to be a bit cautious of. It's just about setting up that pinch. So one thing I personally like to do is sit right here where he's sitting right now. I really like this spot sometimes because what you can do is you can actually watch this cross with an assault rifle and you can get some really nice shots off, buying time for your teammates, in this case the green people on the left, to kind of push through. So sometimes I do like that angle as well. I think it's a great way of just holding it. But he's going to go across, which is fine, go through, and again, just being cautious of his right. Let's see what happens there. So he ends up taking out the first player, which is a good kill from him. Probably going to get traded here, but his teammates push through. So in this scenario, I would turn around. I would kind of watch the tunnel behind him. So the bridge behind him, but he gets 2. Nice play there, gets 2. I think his teammates need to do a better job, but you know what? Fair play to him. He gets a really good 3-piece there, and I can't fault it. Really good stuff, really good 3-piece. So right now, let's take a look at the mini-map and take a look at the spawns, okay? So we're on tac maps right now, so we can kind of have an overview. We're really going to be focusing on the actual map. Oh wait, it's not Codcaster. Okay, it's changing a lot. I was using Codcaster when I was using Team VOD, so we'll use tac maps here. So what do we have here? We'll keep him as red number 1, just to keep it nice and simple. We'll keep him as red number 1. So in this, actually, we'll keep him as blue. We'll keep him as blue because his team's on that side. So in this scenario, we're with this player here. I can't even see his name fully, but we'll call him FN, okay? He goes through, he's gonna be sitting right here. His teammates are spawning on his left-hand side. So on this P1, there are 2 main spawn points, okay? So spawn point number 1 is gonna be around there. Spawn point number 2 is gonna be around there. So in this scenario, if we look on the minimap, we can see his teammates are on the left. So just like I mentioned, his teammates are going to be on his left, okay? So we now know the enemies are coming through this right here, basically. So we need to watch this cut, and this cut. This is where it's really important, because if you can find out names and numbers and work out numbers and names and how many people you're killing, you can then track if anyone on the red team is overextending towards P2. Let's say number 1 fights 2 people and then his teammates help him, and then you guys can see that you're fighting all 4 people. You don't need to worry about the pinch for a few seconds. However, if you're fighting the same 3 people constantly, then you should know, okay, there's 1 more person on the pinch. So it's really good to keep an eye on the kill feed and kind of identify names. That's another step though, a little bit more advanced, but I still think it's worth at least considering and trying to practice. Teammates go through. In terms of setting the stuff, I think overall one thing I would say is FOV. FOV seems a little bit high, but right now tunnel vision's a big thing I'm noticing straight away off the P1. Even right now, like, there's a chance somebody could come through the left and he's not really picking it up, and now you can see all 3 of you guys, okay, all 3 of you guys are coming through the same angle, and it gets a little bit difficult because you're not watching the pinch. You're going through the same angle with 15 seconds left. I would have preferred you either rotating or simply going through a different angle. I'm always a fan of going through different angles just to make it easier to like pinch. Like right now they're clearly pre-aiming you, so in this scenario, bro, I'd rather you do this. Either go to these right esky stairs, so you're at least going through a different angle because you have 2 teammates right there, or go left and start to rotate. Because if we look at the bigger picture here, we need to have somebody set up on P2, because the red team, yes, they're holding it through the front, but they could be sending someone through the right towards P2, right? So we need to stop them. We need to try and stop them from getting from P2. So in this scenario, I definitely think that's something you could have considered. Let's get P2 open. There you go, P2 open. Let's go forward. So 15 seconds, like I said, you should have stayed through the middle. I'm not a big fan of this. Another thing is there's equipment. You've got equipment, try to use it. You're weak here, stay down. There's 2 on your left here. So you know 1's in front of you, 1's on your left. That's 2 down. So the last 2 are actually here. So you should be good to go here. I don't mind the aggression. I don't think you needed to do it, but fair enough. I don't mind it. And your teammate should get the trade. He doesn't. He ends up dying as well. So again, just working as a team a bit more there. I think you guys should work together to get the trades. Right now, once again, there's 2 areas of danger. 1 is in front of you and 1 is on your right. You have a teammate here, so you guys need to coordinate what you're watching. You're going to go through and you're both watching the same thing. You see? That's again the issue, right? One thing I'm seeing constantly is you and your teammate not really using the minimap and all kind of just watching the same thing. So right now should be a bit more coordinated. Again, you guys have the luxury of using your comms. You guys are in the party together. So he should say I'm getting the left, and you should say, okay, I'm gonna get the right then. And right now you're both watching this angle. But what about the right hand side? What about the guys that just killed you from P1? Remember, they're all around there, right? So they could come through that door and they could easily kill you. So again, just doing little things like this can really help you out, because now you guys are both watching the same angle. You go through and we now know they're on the left. For me, this is a really, really kind of poor play, and you really don't need to do this. Let me explain why. They probably have someone like that. They could have somebody on that car there. And they have somebody round the hill, around like there, okay? We don't know where their fourth is. We're just going to guess like that. That's their current setup in my head. That's kind of how I'm guessing it, right? You're holding the angle like this. You can't see anyone. That's fine. You're going through. You know one of them's on the hill. Your two teammates are not there yet. Your two teammates are not here yet, right? So in this scenario, if this was the situation, you should try to get a kill and slow them down. There's 2 spawn points for P2. One is back here. One's around there, okay? So you need to be slowing them down and making it easier for you guys to break the hill. Instead, you're going to just jump down into the middle of the fight. And if I'm number 2 now, my job is to watch this cross. So you jumping down is always going to get you killed here. So you go through, look, you jump down. And look, you're going for the kill, you're tunnel vision about the hill, but you haven't even looked to your right here, bro. So they could easily be behind you, okay? You go through, there is one behind you, and you get taken out. So again, we want to avoid just sprinting into the hill, especially when you know they're going to be somewhere there. Take your time, chuck your stuns, chuck your equipment, and just be difficult to kill. Right now, your whole team just died, okay? So they are going to have you guys trapped here. The red team are going to have you guys trapped. They know you're spawning here, so they're going to have probably somebody around there, maybe watching this area. They have somebody on the hill like that. They might even have 2 people right here. They might have something like this, okay? So you need to be cautious, as you're the only one pushed up now. Your job is simply to buy time, get a kill, push up the map a little bit. I don't want to see you sprinting here. If you sprint here, it's really going to be difficult, because they know you're coming through there. They know you spawn here, right? So they're going to be pre-aiming you. So the worst thing you could do is just sprint at them. You see that? You see your gun up? That's the worst thing you could do. And in that scenario, this is a perfect example of you getting a gunfight and winning it based on the lobby. If this was a better lobby, I want you to realize how bad your position was, because look at this. You see your slide cancelling out? Great reaction, great reflexes, but he should have killed you. In terms of the position, he had a much better position, okay? So be a bit more cautious there, don't just run out into the open. Right now, again, you know where they are on your right. Let's get this first kill. I like your drop shot. Your drop shots are definitely, you know, quite important, quite impactful. Right now, you know where they're coming from. So one thing I want to see is stuns and nades, okay? You know exactly where they're coming from. They're coming through this cut. So why not spam your equipment? You've got 2 pieces of equipment right there. Why not slow them down? Chuck a stun, chuck a nade, slow them down. Worst case scenario, you slow them down. Best case, you get a kill. Let's see it. Hopefully you do this. Let's see what happens. So again, you're seeing how you're not using your equipment. I'd love to see a bit more equipment usage out of you, okay? 25 seconds. Again, I think you're frying them, but to be honest, there are a lot of bronze and silvers in this lobby, so I don't look into it too much, but you're doing your thing kill wise. Once again, you're going forward, just being a bit more ready for the gunfight. Like, I want to see a few more slide cancels and jumps and stuff from you, like not just kind of running into the open. Like right now, the boxes are a very popular spot, and look at your centering. Right now, I would have expected you to pre-aim this box area here because it's quite popular, but instead you kind of went out in the open. You end up dying there to a silver, and you're a gold, right? So in terms of gun skill, I think you can actually outgun them, but you're kind of just, again, you're just running all over the place. I want to see a little bit more patience out of you. So you're going to go through. Let's see what happens here. So in this scenario, if I am the red team, how am I set up? Well, I normally would have somebody in like an off angle, so either sitting there or like sitting there or something, just in a bit of an off angle to be annoying, and then like maybe something like this, having like the crossfire of the setup, somebody like boxes, and then a 4th player maybe on the hill or kind of roaming around. Let's just put him on the hill for now. So in my head, this is a potential setup. So again, I want to see what you do when you go up here if you're just constantly sprinting. One thing I am seeing from you constantly is even when you're approaching the hill, you're constantly sprinting until you get there, and then you kind of stop. So right now, I want to see you be a bit more cautious, checking your corners. And you can see, just like I mentioned, you're just sprinting. You're not really thinking about where they are. And look at that. You see, you just jump off. You have absolutely no information here. And you're simply jumping off and then just fighting them. It may work in these type of lobbies, but when you go into the better lobbies, it's really going to be difficult to do this because people are going to be pre-aiming you. Like right now, how did you know that nobody was standing there? You see where I'm coming from? Like, look what you did. You just jump. Imagine they had a setup like this. They had a guy right there watching this tank, okay? What you did in this scenario is you just went through and just jumped off with absolutely no cover. Look at this, no shouldering. Like right now, imagine he was right there. If there was a player right there on this head glitch, they kill you because you're just running right into them. So I want to see some more shoulders from you, because right now I think in this lobby you're getting away with it, but this is why you're maybe stuck in your rank, bro, because you're going through and you're not ready for a gunfight. As soon as you see them, then you're ready. So you're actually outgunning these guys. Don't get it, like, I don't want to be mistaken. You're actually absolutely outgunning these guys. Don't get it wrong, right? But the way you're playing, I think, only works in these type of lobbies when you're better than the opponents. A lot of the time, if your opponents are better, I really don't think these are going to work. So we have to be very, very cautious. Going to go through this, see what we can do here. So again, equipment, no equipment usage. You're kind of sprinting. I want to see way more equipment. And this, again, for me, is such a red flag of, like, if this is a better lobby, I think you get cooked here, bro. Like, again, look, no equipment. You're going through. There's no pre-aims. You're just going in. You have no information where they are. If I ask you right now, if I had like $100 to your head, where are they? What corner? Give me the exact corner. You couldn't tell me. You had to guess. He could be in your left. He could be in your right. There could be 2 people there. There could be 3 people. There could be 1. You have no idea. So instead of shouldering it, you're just running in. We need to see more shoulders, more stuns, being a bit more annoying. Because look at this. You slide in like that. What if he was right there in the corner? Or what if he was behind you? Like, look, you just went into the open and then run around. What if that player was right there? He gets a kill on you nice and easy, okay? So again, it works out okay in this scenario because I think the enemy team, they're just not that good in comparison. But as you go up the levels, going to those platinum and diamonds, it's really, really going to be hard to play like this, okay? So you expect them to spawn at the back here. Good pinch from you, great pinch. There's 1, you know the last guy's on your right. Fair enough, good kill. Okay, so now your teammates pushing through. They should be on your right again. They should be on your right here. Trophy down, stun down, nade down. Let's see what you do. So they should be on your right again. You see how you're constantly sprinting? That's what we need to work on. Like right now, I called it right here. I called it right here. They're gonna come through your right. But look what you did. Instead of pre-aiming, like right now, you're not pre-aiming ever. You're just sprinting at them. You're just sprinting at them and going for a kill. Look at this. You're sprinting, getting a kill. Right now, what I would have preferred from you is thinking, okay, let's slow it down for a second. I know they're spawning around there. I know they're still spawning around there. So in this scenario, I know they're going to come through this little area here, right? They're going to come through this cut. So what can I do? Well, if I stand on this head glitch right here and I watch the crossfire over there, it's a little bit harder for them to kill me. That would have been a better play. If you stood right in this head glitch and strafe left and right, and been annoying, maybe snaking this head glitch or whatever you want to do, that would have been a lot more impactful than doing what you do now, which is just kind of running around. And look at this, you know they're coming, but you're sliding, you're running, you're sliding, your gun's up. Right now you would have killed him because you're pre-aiming him. Instead you go through, your gun's up, you get knifed, and now you die off a streak. Again, in these type of lobbies you get away with it, but we don't want to rely on that. You guys are down by 40 and you're on 14 kills. So many people look at this and say, yo, what am I doing? But it's like, if you have 14 kills at this stage of the game, you're clearly better than your opponents. But I'm not worried about, like when you send me a gameplay like this, for me, yes, you're frying, but there's a lot more things for me to be concerned about in terms of the way you're playing, because against better players, you're going to really suffer. So right here again, you're going through. Any good player here, if I'm a good player on the other team, or I have anyone watching over, like any player in this scenario should be pre-aiming you because they know you're going up there because you killed their teammate. So again, even now, like just jumping up there is so dangerous. Now you go through and you're standing there. These guys just aren't very good, okay? So we need to see, right, what can I do to get better in terms of like, why are we still losing this? And we're absolutely frying them individually. So first thing I will say as a positive is your drop shots are very clean, very good. You're executing them very well, okay? So keep doing that, keep doing that. I would say also add some jump shots into your locker. And just stop running all the time, bro. You keep running everywhere. You're sprinting everywhere. Like you have an AR, you have a good shot in this scenario, this game. You probably have the best KD. You're probably going to be the best shooter, but you're not using it. Like right now, imagine sitting on a head glitch. How much more leverage you'll get. Like imagine if you sat where you are now. Just sit where you are now. Instead, look what you do. This guy's right there in the open. You don't even shoot him, you just run at him. You run at him, and then your teammates get 2-piece, you see? That's the domino effect it has, and you guys get 3-piece. That one kill just lost you 18 seconds on the hard point. Now, yes, your teammates are not shooting back. Absolutely, I understand that. However, what you should do in this scenario is just play your life better. But you know what? I need to watch over. I need to watch over, be a good AR player, okay? Going through to P1 again, you're too worried about your KD. You're looking at your kills like, oh yo, I can just see you're tweaking because of your kills. But again, for me, it's like, right, what impact can I have on the map? I'm clearly better than the opponents, so what impact can I have on the map? This is a good angle. I'm more than okay with this. And then this is where I'm like, I don't want to. I want to see a bit more fluid out of you. Like right there, you're okay where you are. You're fine. As soon as your teammate dies, you should go between the middle. Like you should stay on those stairs and go between watching middle and watching where you are now.
Those suck.
Like as soon as your teammate spawns up, like right there, your teammate spawns there. You don't need to be going here. Let's count together how long it takes you to react. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 seconds till you're back in the same spot. Again, just wasted time, okay? I don't think you've used one stun or nade this whole game, bro. So again, something we need to work on is using your equipment, okay? So right now, good shots, but again, we need to use that equipment against a better team. This is not going to happen. This isn't going to happen. You don't really need to push up there. They have to push you, so you're more than okay to stay where you are. That wasn't your fault dying. It was a team nade, but I don't even think you need to push up there. I really don't. And it's just little plays like that, like right there, like you could have just stayed where you were, be a bit patient and be good to go. I feel like right now you're constantly worried about getting like 100 kills. Like you don't need to. Just do what you're doing, but take on better positions. That's the key thing I would say. The fact that you guys are losing right now when you have a lot better gun skill than them is a little bit worrying, because it shows that your fundamentals aren't there and something we can work on. So it's not too stressful, but something we can work on. Okay. Good read from you. So you're reading it really well, but again, just being more ready for the gunfight. So I love this read from you. I think it's a great position. You know exactly what you're doing. Just being a little bit more ready for the gunfight. Right now, we know they're spawning here. Just pre-aim. Right now, just be crack aiming in. Like, just be aiming in instead of running with your gun up. That's the one change I would say. I think if you make immediately, it will help you out massively, okay? So let's see what happens now. You're going to go through. Again, that's one down. Now, what could you have done differently? Stun, nade. Same thing you're doing now. Just slow them down. Stuns, nade, stuff like that. Again, your drop shot's getting really clean. That was a great shot from you. Really good stuff there. Right now, put a trophy down. Put a trophy down. You see how they're constantly running at you? This lobby for me is like... I don't like the fact that you sent me this specific gameplay, because it's one of the... You're farming. I would have preferred maybe like a gameplay where you're individually not playing as well. Because I... Actually, no. Let me take that back.
Wow.
This is... I want you to realize that you didn't lose this game because of your individual gun skill. That's not why you lost this game. But what I wanted to see is I wanted to see you go up against people higher level than you to show you how these mechanics might fail you. Because the problem we have now is you're winning these gunfights, so I can't really critique them, but I know against better players it won't work, and that's kind of the issue. So like, yes, they work now, but against a better player, they wouldn't work, and then I'll be able to critique you. So you just don't want to get into a habit of having bad habits now, because then when you level up, it's going to be really hard to change your gameplay. Again, I think your teammates did a lot better there. You did a great job. You got like 3 kills at the start. I don't even know how they didn't get any more, to be honest with you. So you did your thing. I can't fault you there. Just, again, similar stuff, man. Just want to see more equipment from you. I don't think you've used one piece of equipment this whole game, and you're constantly running. Okay, cruise missile comes in. Let's see what you do here. I think it's a good cruise, to be fair to you. Good cruise, you know, there 3 of them are there. Okay, great. I'm happy with that. Good cruise. You called out to your teammates. It's perfect. You know one's going to be there, so good stuff with your AR watching over. Great play. You know they're spawning there. This was great. That was a lot better. That's the first time I saw you actually... you know, actively pre-aim something and be ready for a gunfight, and it really helps out. You're slaying out now. You're doing a great job slaying out. Again, stuns and nades here, maybe at the back window there. Just small things there. This is good though. This is really good. I mean, you're clearly better than these guys, so it's a bit pointless talking about mechanics here, but like, these guys are not even shooting back, bro. These guys are not even shooting back. This is a weird lobby. This is a weird lobby because your teammates aren't shooting back and they're not shooting back, so you're like basically in a lobby you're not supposed to be, I think, because you're 4-stacking. But the biggest thing I would say for you, because a lot of it's quite repetitive in terms of your weaknesses, it's simply just pre-aiming a bit more. Like, well, look what you're doing now. This is so much better. What you just did now, this right here, cutting the lanes, holding an angle. Look how much easier that is. That is the first time I've seen a 2-piece from you that I think you could have got even against better players, right? That is, look at that. That is perfect. Your teammates behind, there's 1 person left. This is great. You get the 3-piece before you push him. This was excellent, by the way. You knew exactly where he was based on the minimap. Really good stuff. And you're absolutely frying. Fair enough. I think this whole streak, you deserve that. That was great play from you. But again, I think you got to send me a better gameplay, bro, where it's one where you're not individually dropping 40, 45 kills, because I want to see you go up against better players, and then we can kind of judge what you're doing wrong. Because in this gameplay, it's like, you losing this gameplay, we can all see that you're clearly outgunning your opponents, but it's just simply not rotating properly. Like, this looks like a bot lobby. When you're frying them, it literally looks like you shouldn't be in this lobby.
New point.
I low-key think you did this for me to gas you. I'm not gonna lie. I low-key think you did this gameplay for me to gas you.
Oh, they're already in it.
Because you're frying them. I can't lie, you're frying them. Great shots. He's one shot. A nade would be nice there. You're going to go through. Do you know they're coming behind you? This is really good reads from you as well. Good stuff. Good position. Again, right there, just be a little bit more patient, holding that power position. Your teammate's going to go through.
I'll be a sacrifice.
Okay, so the cruise is coming in. So right now on this hill, let's see what can happen with the cruise. Should be 2. Okay, not bad again. Not bad again. So you guys are down by 80. One thing I've noticed is it's not about the gun skill. Again, like I've said, you have excellent gun skill in this lobby. You're frying them. It's just things like this. Right now, we know where they're spawning, okay? They should be spawning at the same spot as earlier. The spawns are quite simple on this map. They should be spawning around there, maybe around there, whatever, okay? So, what you want to be doing is doing what you're doing now. You want to hold a head glitch like this, for example, and you want to trap them there. You want to stop them from pushing up by trapping them somewhere there. So you just want to stay here. You just want to stay here, hold this angle. There you go. This is what I'm saying. When you hold angles like this, you can see how much more success you're getting. And that's what I really want you to start doing, is just locking down areas on the map where you're a bit more in a power position. Right now, 15 seconds left. You guys just got a 3-piece. You should be signaling to your teammates to rotate. At least 2 of you should rotate here. Right now, you guys got all the kills. At least 3 of you should rotate. Let's see what happens. So you see right now, if I pause it, no one's moving. No one's moving. There's 10 seconds left of the hill. Now, I don't think the enemy are going to set up fully. However, against a better team right now, what we would see from them is them setting up. You give them basically a perfect new setup, okay? So right there, there's no, like 4 of you to be here is not good enough, okay? Because now, think about it. Look at the route you're taking. Again, you're going to be sprinting here. They might be ready for you. They know you're rotating. And look what you're doing. Imagine if someone's around the corner. Imagine if someone was right there. So again, one thing I wanted to say is shouldering from you. I really see more shoulders. Imagine someone was sitting in that corner. Look how you come out. You're centering right there and you come out sliding. You don't check anything, you know, not shouldering. You're kind of just running at one pace. And when you see someone, you just drop shotting them like we saw right there. Now in this lobby, it's working because you're a gold, they're a bronze and silver team. So overall, you do have better gun skill than them, better reaction than them currently, okay? Yeah. So my problem is when you go up against the diamonds and the platinums, what is your plan then? What is your game plan then? Because right now it seems like you're one pace into a drop shot. That's kind of how it feels. Stay down here, stay down here. It's just fine. Okay. Again, you got your stuns and nades right now, and we see, you know, a bit of a better pinch there. That was a good kill from you. It just comes down to the rotation. This whole hill you gave them from the start, to be honest, bro. You and your team, like, look, you're on 48 kills. This is such a weird VOD review for me. Now, I know people say, oh, like, I lose games, what do I do? For me, it's like, yes, even though you're on 48 kills, I'm looking at this lobby and saying, like, bro, there were so many times you just ran at them. These guys are not good, man. Let's be honest.
Gosh damn, dude.
48. Don't get over yourself.
Like, the other team you're playing, you're a lot better than them gun skill-wise. So it's just, like, setting up a little bit more. Using your position. Using your... This is better right there. No. See what I'm saying? Like, right there, bro, you're in a good spot. Right there, you get the kill. Just stay on these eskies. Just chill. Like, you know they're coming through the right, so you're pre-aiming it. Fine. Right now, you expect them to come through this area here, okay? So just stand there and pre-aim it. Just stand there and crack him, and you would have killed him and held this area. There is no need for you to run. You're constantly running across, trying to just get kills, but you don't need to do that. Like, see that right there? You just gave up that whole mid alley. You let them get through and you let them kill you. You don't need to do that, okay? Right now, your teammate's watching over. I would maybe watch the left here or the right. Maybe watch the bridge. Again, look at the mini-map and see what your teammates have. This is really good for you watching the bridge. Perfect. This is exactly what I want to see. Right now, you're pushing up a bit too far. Be careful here. So you see what I'm saying with you just running around? Like, right now, you don't need to go down here. You really don't. You're just going to go behind them for no reason. And it's like, I just feel like you're constantly kind of just running around the map, not really having an idea where they're coming from. So I want to see a bit more discipline from you and not just running around and holding spots a little bit better. Right now, go towards P2 and just hold it. Like, why do you need to be here? Like, right now, let your teammates have middle. Look at this arrow here, this you. Why not just sit here? Why not just sit on this head glitch and stop them from pushing this area? Because you know they're going to push that area, right? So just stop them from going through. Make it difficult for them. Instead, you go to P1 with 10 seconds left. And now look, you're over there, but they're rotated. They're already going to the new hill, okay? Great angle, good stair glitch. Should be quite effective here. But you see, like, there's 2 of you here. There's going to be 2 of them in the new hill. That's 3 down, and they get the new hill just like that. So many times, I think, constantly, you kind of just giving them the position. But, bro, like, I mean, honestly, bro, I don't really know what to say about this lobby. You're playing with people that are getting 7 kills. It's just one of them where, like, you're in gold and this is the bronze lobby. I honestly think it's better for you if you give me a VOD review and a solo queue lobby, bro. Because I'd rather see you play people your own level than people in bronze, because this is one of those weird matchmaking ones where there was a lot of things you could have done better in your gun skill, but you still got 50 kills because of the lobby. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to see you in a gold platinum lobby, and then I can show you, yo, look what you did here, look what you did there. Because 725 is just not it. Unfortunate for Reaper, but yeah, 725 is just not it, bro. So I want to see you play maybe a solo queue and then give me some gameplay, because at least that way we can go through and say, right, because this lobby you got 52 kills, so it's hard for me to really fault you. The one thing I would say is a few small things I would say is, one, just be more powerful in those power positions. Stop running around and just play your life for those power positions and trust yourself a bit more. Two, you didn't use one piece of equipment the whole game. You didn't use one piece of equipment the whole game. And three, you kept on running around, just running around. When you saw them, you drop shot. I want to see a bit more crack aiming, a bit more patience, a bit more predicting where they're coming from, holding angles a little bit more, and not just relying on straight running around and hoping for timing, okay? But yeah, YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.